Welcome back to another video today. We are going to pump into the fire suppression system. I've never put one of these in a car before, but it looks pretty straightforward, so let's rip into that. So I went with the OMP system. I got it from Tas Auto Sports, which is a local company. Well, it's in Hobart, but I got the 3-point, I can't remember, big canister one. Let me get it out. Ugh. The big boy one is saying it. I don't know, 5 kg it says there. So it is a big unit. It's pretty self-explanatory. You use this tubing to go from the actual reservoir through all these fittings, out of these nozzles, pointing it at things. It's got these little mounting brackets that just bolt onto the floor. I think I'm going to put it in the passenger side rear footwell. I'm going to try to get a lot over to the passenger side, the battery in the boot on the passenger side as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run one line up through the cabin, and then I'm going to use this one here and tee it off into 2 directions. And then I bought these separately. These are bulkhead ones, bulkhead fittings. So these bulkhead fittings will go in the firewall and they will send it down either side of the engine, and then I'll put 2 sprayers on either side of the engine, and that should be enough. I think I actually have enough nozzles to do 3, but I think 3 might be overkill. You can put the sprayers in the footwell of your car. Some motorsports regulate that, or it's a part of their regs. You have to have that. I don't have to run one of these, so I don't have to do that. I don't need to do that. My major concern is putting out a fire in the engine bay, so I'm going to put all my eggs in that basket, and hopefully I never need to use it. Hopefully this is like insurance that you pay and it's a waste of money because you never need to use it. But I figured, you know what, this was about $800 something, and man, if my car caught on fire, that would be money well spent. I would not regret it at all. You know, if my car caught on fire, I'd pay $10,000 to stop it. So, you know, I didn't want to spend the money, but in the long run, I think this is going to be really worth it. So let's start mocking up where we're going to put it, mount them brackets, and run some lines. So I've got the bulkhead in, but what I'm going to do is start putting some stuff in here. So I've got these line hook things there, the water, the heater thing, I think that is. I'm gonna put the brake lines in, which is these ones here, and just start routing some of it. Then I know where I can sort of route the fire suppression behind the engine, just so it's not in the way of anything. Well, I didn't film a whole heap. That doesn't look all that neat, but I assure you that's as neat as I can get it, because these fittings are press fitted. You can't swivel them, and they're on an angle, so it's really hard to get it neat. Anyway, it's in, starting to run the fire suppression system. You won't really ever see it, but I'm pretty happy with how neat that is. Coming out of the bulkhead, around, and then this is going to go probably up, spray there, but I'll do that later. And then that way it goes around. So I've left these like long and out of the way, so I can put the engine in now, because you obviously can't do that afterwards. And hopefully nothing else will be in the way. But yeah, that's like pretty good, I think. So I just spent way too much money on bits for this non-performance. Little radium push-in bits here. They were like $100 each. The dress-up bolts for these, they were $60. Anyway, if you can't already tell, I'm painting the rocker covers. I've just sanded this one back. As you can see, almost polished it really, with 600 grit on this, and 600 grit on that as well. I'll show you how I did it on this one. And I'm going to paint them black, and then I put glitter on them as well, so that it'll be like a contrast, but a good contrast to this. Alright, all sanded up, 600 grit, give them a little spritz. I'll do these sway bar brackets while I'm at it. Alright, so that's 3 coats. Well, sort of two heavy ones and a really light one. So I'm going to leave it at that. I might do another one another day and then I'll clear it. I just found out you can get a high temperature clear coat, so I will use that on there. And I also bought some of the gold tape, heat tape stuff. I'm going to put it in a few spots in here, just where I know it gets extra hot. But that'll do for today. Not much in the shed today. Hopefully a bunch of parts will arrive next week. Sort out the engine and put it in here really. So getting close to the spot where we turn around and we come back.